Okay guys, so today we're out a bit late and I don't really have an awful lot of time to make a video properly, but I was obviously out doing something, and what I was doing is I was watching the Black Panther movie, so I thought I might as well talk about it here, just because, I don't know, I feel like keeping that daily upload thing some sort of sign where it proves you can daily upload and not turn around and record some dead person. You know, I'm trying to prove a point or whatever, I guess, by doing daily uploads. But yeah, so I'll just be talking about Black Panther, my opinions on it. Was it good? Was it bad? Obviously all that's subjectical, but you know, in my opinion, I'll explain my thoughts. I'll obviously not be doing any spoilers because I hate spoilers. You know, I'll be doing my best. If there's one thing I don't know, it might slip through, sorry. I highly doubt it will, but, you know, I can't obviously control some things that might have to be said, but, yeah, so I guess I'll talk about it. So, pretty much, it's what comes after, is it what? Captain America Civil War, it comes after that, and it's following on to the events of Black Panther. You'll obviously get his origin story in a minute, all that kind of stuff. I feel that's like implied, because it wouldn't just give you a character. I wouldn't be kind of like a sub character in another film and expect you to just acknowledge him. So you get a bit of context of what's going off, and pretty much, it's good. Pretty much, it's got really good animation. Like the animated and the effects are really well animated. I have to give it that. It was 2 hours 30 or whatever. It didn't feel like that long, which that's always a good sign of a good movie. Because if it's dragging, you know it's not good for the most part. Or just bits that drags, and I just don't feel like there was any drag bits. I feel it flowed really well. Like every scene kind of fitted. All the characters in it were fairly good. Some of them were a bit, I don't know if they're developed quite enough to like have the effect. It was really funny, but it's a Marvel film, and there's obviously going to be a whole lot of humour in there. If you want to like check out a non-funny one, I guess DC maybe, but DC's not in the best of positions. Aquaman's their only movie this year, not looking good for them, and I don't know, I don't know if Thor Ragnarok was released this year, but so I'm just going to count Black Panther as so far, and so far they've already got a really hard competitor. Like a lot of people say this is the best Marvel movie. I can see why they'd say that. To be honest, it's not one of the movies, like the Marvel movies that I'd expect and argue that it isn't. It's really good, I can understand why. There's obviously got the after credits. They were just after credits, I guess. They were good, hinting towards stuff. I don't know if there's like, I don't know. When they're reviewing the movie, not the after credits here. This is obviously, you shan't notice, just pure live, my opinion, being straight up recorded. Because I don't know, writing a script, it's not my raw reaction. It's not my opinion that I've just gained. But which is why this video is kind of going all over the place. And the fact I really don't have time, because if I start uploading after 10, my sleep pattern and all that kicks in. Because some nights I can sleep, right, Black Panther, Black Panther, Black Panther. So pretty much, yeah, it's a good Marvel movie. It's got a lot to compete with, like recently there's Ragnarok, which I feel some of the pacing at the start of Ragnarok was a bit off, whereas this, Black Panther, it was paced really well. I feel it was it better? Decision, that's obviously not my decision to make. I can't really decide which one's better. But, as Black Panther, he wasn't really, like I'm a comic book guy, and he wasn't really one of the characters I was too interested in. And wholeheartedly, I wasn't too interested in him in this. But the thing is, they did just such a good job of like animating, getting certain things done, making it look well. Even like character development, sub-characters, they all got some decent character. Humour really drew drove it in like parts that should drag. It's quite funny. You may have seen the complaints like, oh, it's not represented the minorities or the LGBTQ community well, which maybe the LGBTQ community wasn't, but a lot of minorities, maybe not minorities, but obviously like I don't know what the word say is here, because the people who were oppressed in the past or whatever, they got represented really well. I feel they did a good job with that. There's obviously undertones of stuff, which it worked. It wasn't like a heavy theme. Well, it was there, and it was worked in well. And there was one joke. I'm not going to spoil the jokes, as I said. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers, which is really hard to stay away from spoilers. But this joke was awful. You'll know it when you see it. If you've already seen the movie, you'll know the joke, and it's wow. I'm not too happy about it. Don't try to incorporate memes with movies. That's all I'm saying. It didn't go well. I'm considering this was probably recorded started recording like a year ago, maybe 2, because it did have a lot of stuff in it. It wouldn't surprise me if it was 2 years ago, which to me would have been relevant then. But yeah, the joke just flopped. There were, in the cinema, there wasn't really much noise, but the one time they made this joke, people did not sound happy. It was full of sighs of annoyance. Sighs of annoyance, is that a thing? Probably. And yeah, it kinda killed the mood for a while, but they brought it back with some decently funny humour. They definitely adapted. They're still adapting the comics, like changing it, which I think is good. Because people who've read the comics kind of don't want to go to the cinema and watch what they've read, really, I don't think. Or not me personally. And certain characters, like one of them was changed from being like a white male villain to like being a black female hero. I feel they're supposed to be the same character. They had the same powers, the same kind of shtick going off, kind of thing. So I feel that's what they did there. Obviously adapted them all, and I do like it because it means that comic book fans don't just go in there knowing everything. They'll know bits, which like if a character's good or not, kind of. They do change that a bit about. You know, if they're strong, if they're weak, if they're mediocre. They'll know on the lines of what they'll be like, which I think that's good. It doesn't really rely on the other films greatly, apart Civil War, I'd say, but yeah, that's a good thing in my opinion, because when it's having to rely on like references to other movies 24/7, it gets, I don't know, like I don't mind it, it's kind of good, like I don't mind the odd cheeky reference, but bar that I'm not too keen. But what else was there? The backstories are all done well. The characters were developed decently. Some maybe needed a bit more. The whole cultural side of thing was done alright. And that's not really much to complain about, is there? I feel that's probably one of the reasons why it doesn't get, like, why it's done one of the best, because there's nothing really to, maybe by that joke, to hate about it. It's really good. Well made, but that joke, as someone who likes memes, it's quite annoying to see that there. Seriously, I wish I could sum up the crowd's reaction to the joke, because as I've said, it was sighs of annoyance and genuine hatred. People seem to like really enjoy the rest of it. Like, there's tons of laughter, there's tons of gasps there, which doesn't usually happen when I go and watch a movie. So maybe it was just a crowd, because obviously I don't get the whole cinema the same people every time. That doesn't happen. But yeah, overall, like if I had to give it a score out of 10, probably give it like 8.9 maybe. Because I don't know. I'm quite a critic when it comes to movies. I like the Marvel Universe, which I guess I probably should state at the start. Maybe, I don't know. I feel it's implied throughout what I've said that I like the Marvel Universe. But yeah, it's a good film. Decent characters. Definitely liking the build up to Infinity War, not Civil War. I've already had that. Which I think that's going to be an amazing film. Or not. If it flops, people are not going to be happy. I'll definitely not be happy if Infinity War flops. But yeah, I feel that's what it's building up to. Maybe it's you know, obviously it is, because at the end you got that signature thing, and when you're watching it in the cinema, where it comes up, you'll see this hero in this movie if it's an upcoming movie. I'll not tell you if he was there or not, if it said Black Panther or not. That's for your opinion when you watch it. Probably already seen trailers like, but still. Overall, for the 15 minutes time, it was good. And I guess that's all that really matters in a movie. It didn't really feel like it. Like, you could have took the whole Marvel thing out of it, and it would have still been a really good movie. Where it won't be like Thor Ragnarok, where you need it to be part of the Marvel Universe to be good. I don't know. The Thor series would be alright without the Marvel Universe, obviously, but I feel adding him to the Marvel Universe doesn't necessarily make Black Panther better, whereas with Thor he interacts better, and well, we've not seen enough of Black Panther in other movies yet to actually assess how well he is with other characters, how he fits. But so far, better in his own movie than what he is in Civil War. Which, I feel that's good, it is his own movie, and Civil War wasn't, it's Captain America's. Which, we didn't, in my opinion, we didn't get enough Captain America in Civil War. Maybe a bit more. But yeah, right, I don't know. I'm gonna have to end the video here, guys. There's not much else to say. Obviously I've been repeating myself, so see you next time.